Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Welcome back to Understanding Culture, Society and Politics. In this lesson, we will be talking about cultural relativism. The main objectives of this lesson are for the learners to define cultural relativism in the perspective of sociology and state the importance of cultural relativism in attaining cultural understanding. Let's start the lesson by introducing these two concepts first. According to Michael Carruthers, the central problem of anthropology is the diversity of human social life. In how humans interact, communicate and form relationships with other people. To what extent do all humans, cultures or societies have something in common, and how much are they unique? It is important then to look at other people, culture or societies in universal or particular perspectives. The universal perspective looks at some things that are common among societies. For example, most societies have established kinship systems, gender roles, inheritance and others. For example, in India, in order to get married, the woman will need to offer the man a dowry. In Islam, it is the other way around. It is the man that should give the woman a dowry. There are other things that are common to different cultures but are a bit different. That is why, we also have to look in a particular perspective. Particular perspective tries to look for a certain distinction or uniqueness to every culture or society. By looking at something distinct or an isolated phenomena unique to a certain culture or society, you would be able to understand more the inner workings of that culture or society. For example, rite of passage into manhood is quite common to many cultures. However, to the people of Bunlap, a village located at a Pentecost island in the Pacific region, you can become a true man once you have done Gul. Gul or Bislamanangal is a ritual men in Bunlap do to prove their manhood. They tie vines to their ankles and jump, head first, from platforms positioned on very tall towers. Known also as land diving, this ritual is a bit similar to bungee jumping. Although, this lacks all the safety regulations and the stretchable harnesses that makes the jumper bounce after falling. Ethnocentrism. Ethnocentrism came from the words ethnos, which means people, and centrism, which means center or middle. It is evaluating other people from one's own vantage point and describing them in one's own terms. This frame of thought by a person places one's own ethnos or people, including one's cultural values, literally at the center. With this kind of thinking, other people would necessarily appear as inferior to oneself. For example, as a member of a certain ethnic group, we sometimes look at other groups and still think that ours is better. It is natural to feel proud or loyal to your own ethnic group. However, this may lead to being self-centered or not open to other culture, which makes us biased. This is where cultural relativism comes into place. Cultural relativism is the opposite of ethnocentrism. This is a doctrine suggesting that societies or cultures are qualitatively different and have their own unique inner logic. It is a theoretical premise which attempts to understand alien societies in as unprejudiced a way as possible. It helps us investigate and compare societies without relating them to an intellectually irrelevant moral scale. Cultural relativism contends that there is no such thing as absolute right and wrong. The perceived right and wrong is specified by the moral code of each society. Some examples of cultural relativism. There are certain beliefs in our country that may not be practiced in other countries. Here in the Philippines, premarital sex is morally unacceptable, frowned upon and still considered as a taboo. Although a lot of couples in the Philippines have intimate relationships even before marriage, it is still frowned upon by elders and conservative, religious people. This may not be the case in some other countries. Another example is the unending debate on the moral acceptability of contraceptives. It took a long time for the RH bill to be passed since there are a lot of issues concerning contraceptives, sex education among children, publicly distributing condoms and a lot of things. In other countries, laws are passed with regards to this matter and are open to these kinds of topics. There are also societies that make many prohibitions on women, while another society allows women to have equal opportunities and obligations as men. By employing cultural relativism, we will be able to broaden our understanding of such differences and find a way to accept these other point of views while still upholding our own beliefs and principles. What is the importance of cultural relativism? It is a tool that anthropologists use to temporarily disregard their own viewpoints and cultural bias in trying to understand the conditions of a particular cultural practice or problem. This is one of the skills developed by anthropologists. They can be relied upon to investigate certain issues objectively and intensively, without incorporating their personal emotions and opinions on the matter. However, this can be utilized, not just by anthropologists, but by other people as well. If we want to truly understand something, especially matters or issues that are quite sensitive or foreign to us, then we have to approach it with as fresh and objective a mind as possible. It doesn't mean that you can't have judgments on the topic, but it means putting those judgments in check to see more clearly and understand things better. For example, knowing how certain tribes eat exotic foods such as frogs, monitor lizards or snakes, instead of judging these people as odd or disgusting, we can try to look at their situation and understand how they have come to develop these exotic diet. Imagine if we do this in our daily lives and try to understand people, we will probably have avoided conflicts and misunderstandings. Some important points to bear in mind about cultural relativism. Cultural relativism does not mean anything a culture or a group of people believe is automatically true. Yes, we try to understand how they have such beliefs and principles, but it does not automatically make them right or for that certain belief to be the truth. Cultural relativism does not mean that anything a culture does is good or moral. For example, we all know that cannibalism is the consumption of a certain species of its own kind. This is generally perceived as cruel, unthinkable and something that goes against human nature. The Korowe tribe lives about 100 miles inland from Arafura Sea, west of Pacific Ocean, is one of the very few tribe that still believes in cannibalism. Although we try to understand their beliefs, it doesn't mean that cannibalism is right. Some other tribes practice polyandry, which is a type of polygamy where a woman has more than one husband. Cultural relativism doesn't mean that cultures can't be compared. We have already stated in a universal perspective that there are some things common among different cultures and societies. It is true that there are very few universals across all human experience, but there are definitely some core things that humans all do, most of which relate to survival and continuity. For example, in every society or culture, we have kinship systems. Even though we have different kinship systems, these systems are naturally in place in order for the tribe or community to have hierarchy of authorities, future leaders and a system of inheritance. As a final thought, cultural relativism is important and a unique tool to anthropology. It is a method for seeing things from multiple viewpoints in order to better understand them. Cultural relativism lets us be open about certain cultural beliefs and principles of other group of people other than our own. Using this method, we will be able to better understand other people, culture and societies, and hopefully, this will lead to better relationships and coexistence with one another. Thank you for watching. In the next lesson, we will be talking about social evolution. See you there.